everybody. It's that time. It's Beer 30 with your host, Big Dub. Today we got a fun little beer challenge in front of us. One of my buddies and his wife suggested a beer each, so I'm going to pit them against each other. Nick, Alicia, let's see which one of you picked the better beer. Over on my right side, we have Hell or High Watermelon coming to you from 21st Amendment Brewing. That is Nick's choice. Alicia, she decided to recommend Lost Coast Tangerine wheat beer for me. So I'm going to see which one has a better beer taste, see which one that I enjoy better. Fun story about this couple. When I got married, a joke that we always had between us was what stops someone's life a little bit is a wedding cake. So they got me wedding pie instead. Funny little joke that they did for me. It's just something that we always had, really funny. But let's get right to the beer here. We're going to start ladies first, Alicia. We'll go with your Lost Coast Tangerine wheat beer to start off with. As I pour it and let it settle down, I'll give you the numbers on the beer here. Let you see what the pour looks like itself. So you can see a nice clear golden color with a light foamy head there. Now the Lost Coast Tangerine Ale here, you're looking at a 5.5% alcohol by volume. I do like the artwork that Lost Coast puts on their beers here. You can see the fun tangerine face kind of in the wheat field itself. So it kind of catches your eye if you're going up and down the liquor store, the cabinets there. So, but when we're talking husband-wife, sometimes could create a little rivalry with each other. Sports, it has its big rivalries. Baseball, you obviously have the Red Sox, Yankees, Cubs, Cardinals, as well as the Giants, Dodgers. So you kind of have an East Coast, a Midwest, and a West Coast. But one thing I will say when it comes to rivalries, seems like the biggest rivalries where people get really heated is college athletics. It doesn't matter if it's college football, could be college basketball. It could even come down to volleyball, track and field. When you get those arch rivals going up against each other, you see the fandom come out, and sometimes a little hatred. I went to a game at a rival school one time. Me and my buddy, we got spit at. We had rocks thrown at us. It was just part of the rivalry, and we just took it in stride. We're like, you know what? That's just part of it, sadly. But it didn't bother us really. It was just part of the atmosphere of going to your rival's gym, your rival's field. So it can be a lot of fun when you do that. Just be prepared that you might not hear things you want to hear or see things you want to see. It just brings out very strong emotions in everyone. All right, Alicia, let's see what your beer has to offer here. Up front, you get a strong sense of the tangerine. You smell it right up front. It kind of covers anything else that's in this beer on the nose. Then the drink itself, tangerine all the way through. You get that up front, middle, and at the end. You get a little bit of the wheat beer, but you're really kind of feels like you're drinking a tangerine juice almost. It's very sweet. In the mouthfeel, very, very light. There isn't much to the mouthfeel there, but it goes down really refreshing. I could see this being something that you would drink in the summer. If you're if you're hot and you want to cool off and just refresh, recharge your batteries, this would be a good beer to do so. So we'll move on to Nick's before I pick a winner. But that one was a good start, Alicia. Nick's, we have the Heller High Watermelon from 21st Amendment. Let me give that a pour, and then I'll give you the stats on it as it settles down for us as well. Now, going back to the rivalry things. The big ones in college sports, college football, you see the Michigan-Ohio State, obviously. But one of the biggest ones I think is awesome, especially with all the pageantry and the tradition that goes into it, is the Army versus Navy game. I think a lot of that goes too is my brother is active duty in the Navy, so I do finally have a rooting interest. I always loved to watch it kind of back in the day, but now that I have rooting interest in it, it means a little bit more. But it's just so much fun to see the cadets from both sides march out, and then everything that goes into it. And it has its own day. It plays after everyone else, so it can have pretty much its own day on the college football calendar. As you can see with this one as well, a nice clear golden color to it. Pretty similar to the Lost Coast Tangerine there. Much foamier head though, as you can see. The other one was much lighter foam. It went away a lot quicker. Give that one a little more time to die down, because right now I'm just getting the foam on the nose. Going back to the rivalries, it can be funny. When I was in school, again, University of Kansas, our arch rival was Missouri, and sadly they left, but they are renewing that. You're going to see that come up. I think it was supposed to start this year. Don't know what's going to happen, but definitely next year. Football's getting back together to play. Basketball, those games, they got brutal. The heated things that you would hear, the signs. Half of my family is Mizzou fans, other half is KU fans. So we even had it in the family, having to go back and forth. And it was a lot of fun with the family. But then obviously when you start talking to students from other schools, it got pretty nasty at times. But again, that can be it. But when I was in school, that was our arch rival. Then you had Kansas State, who thought Kansas was their arch rival. So it's kind of funny how you have one team that can have an arch rival someone else, but be someone else's arch rival. But when you have teams like Michigan and Ohio State, they're each other's arch rival. But again, Michigan has another one, Michigan State, who considers Michigan their arch rival. I think it's kind of a unique aspect that can go into rivalries. You can have such hatred here, then when you go to another game, they're going to have that same hatred, but you just don't carry that over as much so. Yeah, it's a rivalry, but it's not that arch rival that we must win this game. This is the one we circle on the calendar when the schedule comes out. Sometimes marriage could be a rivalry at times too, but you got to find that common ground. I love the signs or shirts when you'll see like cut down the middle, was a Cubs fan, married a Cardinals fan, stuff like that, or split household. I think that's fun to see love coming even with rivalries. It keeps it fun, you know, and lets people watch each other's. My wife and I'm a Chiefs fan, she's Bears fan. When they would play each other, yeah, we would root for the other teams. It's not a rivalry, but still, we'd root for the other teams. We've gone to Royals-Cubs games up here. She's a Cubs fan, so she'll root for the Cubs, root for the Royals. Fun thing is us battling over who our son is going to root for. We got him Chiefs and Bears stuff. He has Royals gear. He has Cubs gear. And then he loves to just bug us and say he likes some random team instead because he knows it'll get a laugh out of us. So, but at least one thing we all agree on, we're all Jayhawks here. You'll probably boo me for that. That's fine, but I'll take it. Okay, I'm getting a very slight, really slight watermelon hint on the nose. Getting more of the wheat hoppiness with this one. Okay, the watermelon is very, very faint in this beer. It is there. It's kind of comes at you in the middle and finishes on the back end, but it's very faint. This is more, to me, tastes like a wheat beer itself with a little watermelon thrown in there. Again, it's very refreshing, light mouthfeel as well, but you get the watermelon on the back end. So if you're looking for more watermelon flavor out of this, it's very hidden for you. So if you want something stronger, I'd look somewhere else for it. So putting them head to head, man. So you have the Hell or High watermelon, good wheat beer with a hint of watermelon thrown in. I don't know if that's what they're going for, or if they're expecting more out of it. Then you have Lost Coast Tangerine Wheat, which the tangerine just punches you in the face right off the bat. And for me, I'm going to go with Alicia and Lost Coast Brewing. If I'm going to get a beer that has some fruit flavor thrown into it or mixed in, I want to be able to feel it, taste it, enjoy it, and not have to kind of search for it as I'm drinking that beer. So Lost Coast gets this. Alicia, good choice. Nick, as always, do better. Until next time though, guys, cheers. Enjoy Beer 30, and as always, please like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get those alerts. Thanks.